Hi, welcome to Wind News. I am your host, Amit Roy. Today, I want to tell you about Chinese hegemony and Chinese debt traps. How China is making many countries bankrupt to extend its hegemony and expansionism, and where Chinese and Russians are working together. Yesterday, or one day before, Chinese Vice Minister Li was telling with a pride the Chinese virus has killed so many Americans, millions of Americans, and made so many Americans kids orphans. You know, this is a very sick mentality of a mafia outfit. Now he also said, Putin has attacked, indirectly says, Putin has attacked Ukraine and Ukraine will fight to the last man. America is benefiting as if America has created the war. Sanction doesn't work because sanction is biting China. And so on. So this is the game plan, Chinese and Russians. But I want to highlight today toward the Chinese how they have destroyed so many countries. In the name of so-called Belt and Road Initiative, which is a purely military expansionist design. I want to mention, look, before that I want to tell you, please subscribe my channel. And I want to tell you why they are creating chaos around India. You know, chaos is a game plan of Chinese military doctrine. Want to destabilize the area. This is also a game plan. Indians don't understand that. So I want to highlight that, how they have totally made Sri Lanka and Nepal dysfunctional. There's no future. Sri Lanka, you see, it has totally nosedive economically. It's burning. People are taking law into the hand. 9 people have died and 200 people are already injured by army actions. A state of emergency is going on. Before that, I want to tell you how Sri Lanka was made to suffer by Chinese with this plan. Chinese knew this will happen. They have done that with Burma. They have done that with Nepal and Pakistan. So Chinese, I will examine 2 cases, Nepal and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, look, they kept on giving Rajpaksa family. Corruption is their part of strategies. Entire family got involved, like they were trying to do with Imran Khan and his associates. One party rule. His brother was PM. And the entire family is in the ruling dispensation, and they're sucking blood. Now they are doing a sort of things. First, they wanted to stop via this gang. The Hambantota port, they have made an absurd deal that it will be Chinese. And I don't know why Indians are allowing this. It's against Indian strategic interest. Now, they are making Sri Lanka so much, dysfunctional, chaotic. That's again threat for India. Extremely threatful for India, Indian democracy, Indian sovereignty. We have seen that in the past, how LTT has created India so much problem. So a lot of refugee problem will emerge from Nepal and from Sri Lanka itself. Now, Sri Lanka's case, I'm telling you why. Because it's a very strategic area. And what I was seeing, it has a currency reserve only for 2.3 billion. Many American singles have more money than Sri Lanka right now. And 6 billion has to be repaid as debt servicing. Can you believe? You know, the rice costs 500 rupees a kg. 25% inflation. All banks 14 banks are in negative zone by Asian banks. Indication. So there is no point of return right now, I don't see. See, that's tourism sector, which has collapsed due to Chinese virus. This look, China's foreign minister were pointing finger at the United States. They have destroyed the United States, killed. They have not only destroyed the United States, they have destroyed many, many countries with this virus. With this is a global plan to disbalance and sabotage the world economy. Sri Lanka is a classic case. Now they have also, we have seen Sri Lankans have done very, very stupid things. They reduced tax, new government. I don't know why. Secondly, they have stopped importing chemical fertilizer and went for organic, and it has a disastrous effect. Now they have to import all the things. Now Sri Lanka imports everything. Milk, sugar, cereals, everything. And when you earn less and spend more, deficit will grow. That's a very classic case. Now, you see, if you have this kind of thing, and you have tea, Sri Lanka's tea, and that says the tea is being sold in some restaurant with 100 rupees. Cooking gas, 4,500 rupees. Can you believe there are long queues in front of the petrol pumps? And Rajapaksa, people attacked Rajapaksa. House burned. He fled to an army base. Now, this is the scenario, and he is talking about with oppositions for a interim government. I don't know if that is a solution, but you need a government after all. But I don't know if they have any face to run any government. The Chinese dalals. Now look at Nepal. It is also sinking. Nepal is used by China, and it was such a stupid thing by VP Singh government and his communist ministers to present Nepal on a platter to China. They kicked out Japanese investments. Now China wanted to control it. Now foreign communist parties are there. All are anti-Indian, terribly and rabid anti-Indian, promoted by China. And that place is used to promote insurgency inside India and other illegal activities. Look, there is a Chinese base near Siliguri called Birtamor, where Indians are allowed. Just 20 miles away from Siliguri, important base of Chicken's corridor, there is a Chinese base. Indians cannot do anything. And there is going to be cantonment. Now, Nepal's economy is also crashing. It's also nosediving. It's another becoming more dangerous, I'm telling you, more dangerous than Afghanistan for India. Indians don't realize. Modi has no vision. Modi administration. Now the banks are not working. And they have stopped importing many foreign goods. The main expense is on energy, oil and cooking gas. That too subsidized by India. They earn from remittances because Nepal has nothing to do, not much industries. So they earn from remittances. Nepal is working outside. Number 3, tourism. Tourism has collapsed due to Chinese virus. Now, Nepal was so much controlled by China, even the Chinese ambassador were more powerful than Nepalese president. Police outfits are run by Chinese. Would you believe in Kathmandu? They tell what they will do, what they will not do. Now, Nepal's national budget, almost 85% is a donation, and mostly from India and United States and other Western countries. China doesn't give anything. China is a bloodsucker. China promotes Communist Party and insurgency. Now, India subsidizes oil. Now Nepal has reduced that. Nepal has also sacked Nepalese Reserve Bank chief. But that's also eyewash because communist policy will not work. Communists have never worked in their life. They are paid agents of China. They get money from China. They have no economic ideas, nothing. And this subsidization of oil from India we are paying high price in India, and the Nepalese are paying anti-Indian force. And that or most of the oil they go black market to Tibet to the PLA, Chinese army. Indian kerosene, Indian food goes. Now I'm telling you, Nepal, this scenario, Nepal has no future. Sri Lanka might come back. Nepal is a landlocked country, it has no future. It will, most Nepalese will come to India and with their anti-Indian mindset, they will create problem in either in Darjeeling or in Sikkim. Chinese, behind a Chinese banner, great plan of Greater Nepal. Indians, that man Deuba, now the Prime Minister, he is not he says a Congress party so-called, he is a communist. Without communist support, nobody can be in power in Nepal. Chinese Communist Party support. So this man is a front man, and Modi is a very, I must say, he has no idea about foreign policy, frankly speaking. Instead of promoting pro-Indian forces, here he is playing Hindu card all the time against Muslims, his organizations. But why you are not playing Hindu card in Nepal? Which is detrimental in India. I don't support it. I support secular India, Nehruji, Gandhiji, my heroes. But to stop Chinese interest, you can play any card in anywhere. But that is not being played. Anyway, security risk is mounting for India. You see, look at Pakistan, how China has destroyed Pakistan using Imran Khan. Luckily, Pakistan is a Muslim country and there is an army. And this area, chaos is hampering. And Burma, how they create a problem in Burma. These are to encircle India. Secondly, China's minister also said against Quad and stopped India name mentioning in Indo-Pacific. So these are the ominous sign. And Chinese are talking about Taiwan and vomiting venom against United States, our best ally. So these kind of things Indians should know. And form a foreign policy, intervene in Nepal in a positive manner, not to save communists, but to save Nepal. To save India, that refugees will not come, because they come, they'll never go back from India. Free food, free house, etc. Indian taxpayers' money, middle class taxpayers' money. So these are my point for my submission. Please like me and thank you for watching me. Best wishes.